Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, says he does not have anything against the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) Naira redesign and cashless policy. Mr. Tinubu said this. He said this in a statement on Sunday, adding that is only concerned about the suffering Nigerians are going through. Like seriously, only concerned about is disruptive implementation and the hardship it brought on Nigerians. This is said was especially because most Nigerians could not access their hard-earned monies and could not meet obligations. The former two-term Lagos governor noted that the past few weeks had been a challenging one for Nigerians, especially small and medium enterprises (SMEs). He added that equally challenged were the poor and vulnerable masses and those whose very survival depended on daily cash transactions. They have felt the brunt of the combined problems of scarcity of fuel and new naira notes. We feel the pains of our market women and artisans who have experienced low sales because customers do not have cash to make purchases. We hear the loud cries of farmers in rural areas and the hinterlands who have been forced to sell their produce at much lower prices so they don't even lose out completely, he said. While the naira scarcity persists, he said he was encouraged about reports that the fuel queues across the country was easing out. This is said followed better supply of fuel to filling stations. For the records, I and my running mate, Senator Kashim Shetima, and our campaign council do not have anything against the CBN Naira redesign and cashless policy in principle. We are only concerned about its disruptive implementation and the hardship it brought on the generality of Nigerians who currently could not access their hard-earned money and could not meet obligations, said Mr. Tinubu. Mr. Tinubu said he was also concerned about the attendant consequences of the policy of on the informal sector where many Nigerians operate. He added that despite the challenges, we are a country of resilient, bold and courageous people who don't even succumb to hard times. The APC presidential candidate said, we have always overcome our most difficult times and come out better as a people and a nation. Where Tinubu is concerned. Tinubu, I beg talk another thing. Tomorrow now. We know your tricks. You're just trying to, and you know that Nigerians themselves have taken their position as we speak now. Well, the APC presidential candidate said, we have always overcome our most difficult times. This time will not be different. We will make lemonade out of our current lemons. To bring immediate relief to Nigerians, Mr. Tinubu urged the CBN to announce that the old and Naira notes would coexist as legal tender for the next 12 months. To bring immediate relief, Mr. Tinubu urged the CBN to announce. You want him to just go and announce as what? You as what? You are telling him to go and announce that the old and new Naira notes would coexist as legal tender for the next 12 months. He said this would immediately remove growing tension in the country, eliminate panic reactions by the populace, and allow time to scale up infrastructural gaps around alternative payment options to cash. We advise the immediate suspension of associated charges on online transactions and bank transactions and payments via POS until the current crisis is fully resolved, Mr. Tinubu explained. This cost should be considered a roll out expense by the CBN to incentivize the envisaged shift to alternative transaction channels for both the financial services, consuming public and those in charge of implementing the scale-up program. He said the CBN should also mobilize all money deposits, banks, payments platforms to show clear commitments and timelines on expanding their infrastructure and support service. Are you the one to tell them what to do? Can you imagine? Well, the APC flag bearer suggested that fintechs with capabilities into currency swap program for the next 90 days should be brought in to help decongest banking halls and ATM points where people lined up for hours. Mr. Tinubu said the CBN and other relevant ministries, departments, and agencies should form an inter-agency action committee for immediate oversight over the clash supply gaps for the Nigerian Security and Minting Company. I thought Tinubu initially told us that this whole thing is targeted at him. So why are you not saying it is now the people? That's another thing. You are not saying it is not because of the people, because you said they targeted you and all your entourages, they've come out, they've blasted the CBN governor. So you are giving them, you are the one to tell them what to do and what not to do. I think you should be telling Buhari to do the needful, not Emefiele, because from all indications we can see that Emefiele is not working in isolation. It's not really independent from this whole thing. But you guys are just looking for scapegoats. Okay. If Yoweri was in a strong party, I would have preferred him to others. He hasn't even held any political office before and agreed to legalize marijuana. We love him. All these politicians don't even care about the masses. They are only after what they stand to gain. We are not suffering. God will see us through, sir. Concentrate on your campaign. Since when did Tinubu start caring about Nigerian suffering? Not even in this campaign has he mentioned anything that is people oriented. What did he do for the people of Lagos as governor? Please, he should take a seat, His Excellency. Okay? Politicians still think we are fools. I wish they understand what is coming. We are not fools. The same man that went to Ogun State and said that the policy is targeting his victory. Exactly. He's coming back to tell us another thing. Universities were on strike almost a year. Not even one politician came to fight for them. Poor masses indeed. They play. Same APC putting Nigerian masses through hardship, as same APC telling us to vote for them so as to continue for where Buhari stops. This is someone, Ashiwaju, that just said publicly, no matter how citizens protest against subsidy, he will terminate it. Confusion everywhere. He suddenly care and love Nigerians. Can you imagine? That they should shift it to the next 1 year? No, he must be a joker. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.